If you believe everything you're told on the internet, then you probably think crypto's dead. Crypto died 2 years ago. You know, FTX happened, all the prices went to zero, all the JPEGs went to zero, and it's all dead now. Which makes it super awkward when you look at the fact that Bitcoin just hit a new all time high. It's above $70,000 today. Ethereum's above $4,000. And in general, the cryptocurrency markets are bullish. It's crazy. It is a lot of stuff going up very quickly. And I thought crypto was dead. I thought it was supposed to be dead. Of course, it's always a little cringe to talk about how much things cost and things going up, and everyone's like, I'm getting rich. Like, it's all kind of awkward. But ultimately, anyone who watches this channel, most of you are, in agreement with me that crypto is good, blockchain is good. We want these technologies to be used. And so price going up is ultimately a sign of like the thing succeeding, the thing that we want to happen. Now, we talked about this at length during the stream this morning. So I'm going to cut to that and show you guys a nice stream segment where we went over it in detail. I had a lot to say on this topic. So here it is. Maybe now I can finally do a proper bull post YouTube video talking about the new all-time highs. Ethereum above 4,000, I mean, it's getting close as well. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting times, you know? Someone said in a comment that if you adjust for inflation, the real all-time high is closer to 78,000-ish. I don't know if that's true. If that's true, we're not quite there in inflation-adjusted terms, but still, Bitcoin above 70K, I mean, it's just a pretty big milestone. Considering, like, literally 1 year ago, people were grave dancing on crypto in general. Like, if you talk to an average random person, especially on the internet, especially in gaming, most of them would say, yeah, crypto died, NFTs died, crypto bros got screwed. It sucks. A bunch of scammers made money, but at least now the crypto bros are sad because all their JPEGs are worthless. Haha. Right-clicked and saved as and ruined your crypto. Now what? Checkmate, atheists. It was very like grave dancing. And now, I mean, new all-time highs. I don't really... Oops. Lost it. I don't really know... hold on, I'm looking for... What am I looking for? I was looking for something. I just lost my... I think I'm looking for... What am I looking for? I was like looking for a window on my other monitor, but I don't remember what it was now. Maybe I don't know what just happened. I just like got mind flooded. But yeah, like all the grave dancing is not a thing anymore. Like or if you were grave dancing on crypto a year ago, now what do you say? Because the whole narrative was like, okay, well that's not coming back. People who think crypto is coming back are delusional idiots. They're sad morons. Like, who cares? Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. I was just gonna check if I looked like my camera positioning was okay. It's all right. I could probably max this out. Crypto people are losers, and it's sad that they're clinging to this hope of getting rich quick on this stupid scams, and it's all a scam. And the thing is, they're half right, because like 80% of the stuff that you could find on this list, if you go way down, below 50, below 100, I mean, it's probably mostly scams. There's so many either scams or at least projects that just can't deliver anything close to what they're claiming, or, whatever it is. Scams by intention, or just naive projects that can't deliver, or just bad ideas straight up. Bad ideas straight up. Getting rich quick, holding for 10 years. Well, that's the thing. I mean, as well as anybody, if you've been holding for 10 years, that it's always just been both, right? Or at least, I don't know, even when I got in like late 2016, when I started paying attention to crypto, like there was already a lot of altcoins. I mean, I got started out when I was fresh in crypto on Steemit, which has completely fallen apart. I mean, Hive is still around, the fork, that one's pretty cool, but like even in 2017, there was all kinds of wacky stuff like Steemit. There's always been a ton of altcoins, and there's a lot of get-rich-quick mentality. It just depends where you look. If you just buy and hold and work a job and live your life, you don't have to think about any of that shit, and you're absolutely crushing it, right? Like, someone who works and makes decent money and just like dollar cost averaged into Bitcoin and maybe some other stuff like Ethereum, Solana, maybe some of them that didn't do so well as well, some winners, some losers, like still that person is probably up the most. People who make content all day don't make as much money as people who just quietly dollar cost average in. Like, tweeting doesn't make you money unless you build a huge audience and get sponsors, I guess, which I'm kind of on that path, but that's besides the point. Like, most people, make the most money. Even me, if I had just like gotten a job when I was 20, I'm 32 now. If I'd gotten a job when I was 20, not that I read about Mt. Gox when it was happening, but I thought it was a meme. So the earliest I would have bought would have been like when I was 26, probably 27. Still, besides the point, if I'd bought in my mid 20s and just dollar cost averaged in while working 50 hours a week, trying to earn a bunch of money, just working my ass off. I mean, that was the path to maximum money for sure. Like, in retrospect, at least with hindsight, all the clever, like tweeting and talking and blogging and like, day trading for most people wouldn't have outperformed fucking holding Bitcoin. Like, the gains are so outrageous. It's just like, in retrospect, you didn't have to do shit. But I think it's kind of tough because the people who are watching videos, tuning into streams, all that shit, they want to talk about shit. They're not the people mostly who just want to sit and hold Bitcoin and then go live their lives, The conversation is had by people who want to talk about it, and so they want to talk about all kinds of wacky shit. And a lot of this shit isn't even wacky. I mean, Arbitrum, Monero, Mantle. I see all kinds of projects that aren't even, or Pepe is a big meme coin. There's all kinds of shit. I just think it's cool. Like, if we, we'll get into some games pretty soon, but if we just look for a second, I just don't know what people are going to do, for example, on Buttcoin. Like, this is a subreddit I was shown recently, and it's apparently just it's all people just hating on Bitcoin and calling Bitcoin a scam, hence the Buttcoin thing. Like, haha, it's a Buttcoin, lol, it's a shitcoin. But it's like, at a certain point, what do you say? Like, this is all, yeah, like, at this point, all they can say is the price went up, but it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, this is the top post. Bloomberg's Joe Weisenthal. This time, no one's really pretending something else is going on besides the price going up. Like, here's the latest. This is like what they're pointing to. Yesterday, Bitcoin briefly hit a new all-time high. In typical Bitcoin, the price quickly dived after going above 69,000, but whatever. Of course, now, as of this morning, it's already back above 70,000. But whatever, it's still a staggering rise from a few months ago in the depths when FTX collapsed. Like, even this is the copium. Like, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's just going to be harder and harder for people who want to, like, act like crypto is obviously stupid. It's so stupid. It's so obvious. How could you think crypto is not stupid? It's like, now the copium is just going to be, like, struggling in real time. And this will all eventually flip again, and there'll be another bear market, and everyone will act like crypto is dead again. But right now, the copium is obvious. Like, even right here, this is from like 5 days ago, talking about the price quickly diving after going above 69,000, and it's at 72,000 at the time that I'm recording this, And I'm not really trying to focus on the price. It's more just a sign of like, cool, price goes up means that the technology is succeeding, and the technology succeeding means that we all get to have more meaningful ownership. And, like, the internet can really begin. We can leave the proto-internet where no one owns anything and enter the real internet, which started in 2017 or 18 or 19 or 20 or whenever you want to call it, where it's like now people can own things for the first time. Like, it's time to move forward into that. And that's why price going up is exciting. It's just kind of the scoreboard for, like, if it's succeeding or not, even though I wish people didn't care about short-term price movements and we were just analyzing fundamentals all day, but we're not robots, we're people, and most people are paying attention to narratives. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know, like just reading the last paragraph here. Other things in past cycles you heard about where how gaming would all go on chain, people being able to own characters or skins, tokens replacing frequent flyer miles, Ethereum was going to be the new world computer, real world assets would all be tokenized, creating smoother liquid markets for various things that are currently hard to trade. None of this has panned out so far at all. And that's even that's pure copium. None of this has panned out so far at all. It's such an extreme statement. It's like, obviously, gaming is still cooking, considering that this is a gaming channel. That's what we focus on. So obviously, on-chain gaming, crypto gaming is not exactly not panned out. I mean, Pixels on Axie has like hundreds of thousands of players, and all these card games are building momentum. Parallel's crushing it. Gods Unchained is continuing to at least like hold steady and grow a little bit. Other games like Cross the Ages announced a partnership with Watch Dogs. All this stuff not panned out at all. It's like such an exaggeration. People are absolutely experimenting with real world assets being tokenized. The world computer narrative isn't as common these days, but the functionality is still there. Like, it's all just pure copium when it's like, nope, no one's using it at all. No one cares about anything except price go up. So that's, maybe your price went up, but it's just even more of a bubble this time than last time because none of the good things are happening. But it's like, bro, the good things, like, there's way more. Just using the gaming example because that's what I know the best. Like, he says the gaming with people owning characters and skins or whatnot, like, hasn't panned out. It's like, dude, there are substantially more playable games and much higher quality games with more content, deeper gameplay mechanics, and also just like more people playing, more content creators. Like, the whole thing has diversified tremendously. It's not just like a bunch of people trying to get ahead in life looking for Axie scholarships. Now we have a whole diverse ecosystem of games. So many games. I mean, like, my channel's not even that big yet, although we're certainly growing. And I'm already doing like multiple, sponsorship deals and stuff. Like, stuff is happening. Like, it hasn't panned out at all. Tell that to the businesses that I do business with, that like we're making money together. Like, what do you mean it's not panned out? Tell it to the people who have fun playing these games and who appreciate owning and earning stuff. Like, tell it to them, So this like top post from Buttcoin is a great example how, in my opinion, the copium is at maximum now. And it's just going to be really hard because the same people who grave danced a year and a half ago and said, if you believe in crypto, you're sad and miserable and it's awkward as fuck. Like, those people now have a very hard time not sounding ridiculous when we're at a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Ethereum's cooking and getting close, like 4,500-ish was its all-time high, maybe a little higher than that. So, I mean, in a year or two, we'll have a downturn. Up and down seems to be the way this goes. So eventually they'll get to have some wind back in their sails. But the next year and a half, hopefully, is going to be pretty awkward for these anti-crypto folks. So that is the wrap up